Welcome back to some new r/malicious compliance stories, where people comply to the letter, but not the spirit of a request. I hope you had a great day. The first story is called New Chair. I'm a teacher. I made a cool desk chair out of a car seat and the base of the old one that was falling apart. I used hardware I had lying around, so it cost almost nothing. My custom chair was super comfy, ergonomic, fully adjustable, lumbar support, and better than the piece of junk I had before. Also, environmentally friendly. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Anyway, my tool of a principal sees it one day and murmurs something about how unusual that looks. A few weeks later, she comes around saying it's not health and safety compliant. I have to get rid of it and they will order a brand new one. Okay, fine, I'm getting a new chair. The new one arrives, and it's another cheap one that only has height adjustment and nothing else. Probably falls apart in a couple of years, so not H&S compliant. I called the HR department and asked them to do a workplace evaluation. They came in today. Findings were that my desk is too small, the chair lacks proper adjustments, and the board-issued 14-inch laptops are not suitable for my needs. In order to be compliant, the HR rep is getting another new chair, a large flat screen monitor, keyboard and mouse, and even a desk that can be adjusted for sitting and standing. The principal had to sit there with a face like this, while HR outlined all the reasons why my workstation setup wasn't H&S compliant. No idea how much this will cost. The principal is a notorious cheapskate. She'll be regretting getting in between me and my comfort. The next story is called No Excel. I started a new job in late August. Much to my chagrin, I discovered that the business did not have a procedure manual in place for the business. So to help myself remember the hundreds of processes each day, I created one for myself. I wanted to do a very good job and be helpful for my team. I wanted to make as few mistakes and embarrassing moments as possible. Over the last 12 weeks, I've been chastised, threatened, and officially brought into meetings because I created it and was told to delete it. When I was asked why and what the issue with it was, I was told that I, my manager, detest Excel because I'm not very good at it. So today, in a professional development meeting we had with her boss around banking, it was decided that she would send a spreadsheet to her boss every week. After the meeting, she turned to me and said, "Can I get you to make the spreadsheet for me? Thank you for the opportunity." No, I will not. Sorry, what? Thank you for the opportunity. However, you know what you need for the spreadsheet, and you are more than equipped to make it. But I'm delegating it to you. Again, thank you for the opportunity. However, the previous spreadsheets I created have been unwelcomed, and so I respectfully declined the offer. She got mad and left for the day. I put in my notice 1 week ago. The third story is called Easy Overtime. I worked at the time in an oil exchange place. They had recently moved managers from salaried to hourly, because some managers in different cities were just lying and not going to work while getting the same check every payday. I warned them that if anything, my pay was gonna go way up because I'm here a lot more than 40 hours a week. They were good with that. They said, well, one night I got a call at 7 PM, 2 hours after close, from one of my guys who was in the shop after hours without permission and crashed into a bay door. He got fired. I came in and investigated. The most relevant fact here was that he bent the door, so there was a maybe 4-inch by 4-inch gap. A house cat could have squeezed through. I called our door repair guys immediately. They said their folks were on an emergency after hours call already, to somewhere 5 hours away, and that they could be there in the morning. I said okay, since this wasn't a danger. The door was in a place not visible from the street. You'd have to be behind our building looking for this kind of opening to find it. Alarm still sets, motion detectors still working. Anyone that broke in through this metal door with a 4-inch gap would have needed tools, and was gonna get in even without the gap. We don't even keep more than $100 cash around. And anything expensive to steal was equipment bolted to the floor. Deal with it tomorrow, right? Obviously, no. I called my boss to fill him in, and he said to call the door guys. I told him I already did and tried to explain the situation. He interrupted and told me in a super rude and loud words just to call them and not bother him again about it. Then texted me to rudely say that I had to stay there until they arrived and finished the repair. Since I was single, had no plans, and was now paid hourly, I clocked in the instant I arrived initially. I decided this sounded like easy money. Pulled up 2 comfy office chairs to make a couch. Watched videos, and did assorted internet scrolling. Slept at normal times pretty comfortably to 8 AM. They showed up around 9 and fixed the problem pretty quickly. I was already on my regularly scheduled 8 to 5 shift that day, which I finished. Did overnight waiting, 7 PM to 8 AM. 13 hours. All overtime and time and a half. Then my normal shift. 9 hours, all at time and a half. So 33 hours of pay for doing my normal shift. Plus internet scrolling and napping that was barely even an inconvenience. My boss sees it come payday and tries to give me a yelling over email for trying to rip off the company. CCing all the big bosses, HR, payroll, etc. I replied to all, explained the situation and included the text screenshot. Suddenly I'm not the one getting yelled at anymore, and I got every bit of that overtime pay. The last story is called Pantyhose Compliance. My family owns a custom shop that I would, and still do, volunteer at during the busy seasons, like Halloween. 2 of the things we sell are tights and wigs. People would constantly ask to try on both, and would get upset when we told them no. These wigs are costume quality. They are basically made to look good once, and these people always insist on putting one on, by leaning over and flipping their heads back like it was a shampoo commercial. A move that totally ruins the wig to the point no one would want it afterward. Not even them. The tights? These are also costume quality tights. Not workout yoga pants or leg warming tights you wash and reuse. They are glorified colored pantyhose. But still they would ask. Still they would get angry. One day we had just changed the display on a mannequin that had tights and a wig. And I got an idea. I head back into the kitchen area and grab a spray can of Lysol and a pair of salad tongs that were sitting in a drawer. All of these things went under the counter and the waiting game began. Not just a few hours later, I got my first bite. Can I try on these pantyhose? Not those, no. But we have a try-on pair you can use instead. As I reach under the counter and pick up the tights from the mannequin with the salad tongs, as if they were a biological hazard, held them out at arm's length, and then sprayed them up and down with Lysol, like a pair of bowling shoes. She understood real fast why what she was asking was a bad idea. Those tongs, tights and wig stayed under the counter for years after that, as the whole family got in on it. Nice people who took no as an answer were fine. The ones that got huffy and demanded we let them do it anyway, they got likely the cleanest, most disinfected pantyhose in history handed to them on tongs. Oddly enough, no one ever accepted the offer. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have time, watch another one of my videos. And now, I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.